Well, if you happen to drive by the Wellness Center on Jacksonville's South Side on any given Tuesday or Wednesday, you might notice a line of people out the door. They are there to see one man, a Chinese doctor whose ancient remedy has given them hope when others could not. John White is back in familiar waters. The one-time Olympic hopeful and his family have been athletic their entire lives. His son is a triathlete, and his wife?
This is my wife. You know, she wins her age group in the river run every year.
When he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2005, John was confident he'd beat it with surgery and radiation.
Later, I went through radiation, 6 weeks of radiation.
But the cancer didn't go away. John's PSA, the marker for prostate cancer, remained elevated.
Well, that means that the cells have migrated out, cancer cells have migrated out, and they didn't get everything. So
scary.
Absolutely scary.
Like many cancer patients, John was told he was basically out of options.
There's really nothing else to do until it manifests itself into your bone or your lung or somewhere where they can detect.
That was an answer John could not accept. So at the urging of a holistic doctor, he started making some changes.
I started eating properly, getting off of dairy products, getting off of beef, and eating fish, eating good vegetables, and going that route.
John also started doing meditation, something he would have found laughable before cancer.
I had to be, you know, pretty much drugged to all this stuff. And the reason I was drugged to it is because I had cancer, and I said, dang it, I'm going to go ahead and do something else.
The cancer up?
His doctor also convinced John to drive to Orlando to see a Chinese physician named Zhang Ho for acupuncture. Skeptical at first, once in Orlando, John saw tapes full of testimonials. Cerebral palsy, uncontrollable shaking, and cancer, all cured.
First of all, he made me believe that I could be cured because he showed me tapes of other people that had prostate cancer, people that had lung cancer, and breast cancer that had been cured by him.
Dr. Ho began treating John with a technique called 5-needle acupuncture.
Qigong needle means use the physician's qi, the vital energy, to go through to the needle, to the body.
Unlike most acupuncture physicians, Dr. Ho places needles in meridians or vital energy channels in the head, a technique he teaches in seminars all over the world.
We're not directly treat the cancer. We treat the patient, make the immune system go up, make energy go up, they can fight with the cancer. Just like the battery. Your car battery is dead or low. You start your car, never start. My cable with my new car or strong car connect to your battery. Then I start, you start again, make it start. Then you could drive 10, 20 miles, then your battery is good.
He also had John mix and drink what he calls his cancer powder. It treats an element the Chinese believe plays a large role in cancer, mucus. John's active lifestyle had been sidelined by the cancer, but he says he began to notice changes right away.
It would be funny, I'd be driving down there and I'd be about to fall asleep, and so when I get there and I'd do that treatment, and man, I was revved up afterwards. That night it was like I just had all kinds of energy, so I knew something was happening. After the 3 months, I went and got my PSA taken, and it was 0.
You didn't believe it at first?
No, I did not. In fact, the next day I called Bridget Freeman and said, I'm going to another lab. I want to, you know, this has got to be a mistake.
But it was no mistake. John's PSA was 0, and it has remained 0, or normal, ever since.
When the patient getting better, I'm very happy.
Not nearly as happy as John White. Back in the pool,
I'm totally excited about, you know, a renewed life.
back to living.
It's been phenomenal. I mean, it's great.
Dr. Ho is quick to point out that he is a big advocate of Western medicine. He never encourages people to forgo conventional treatments, but it is his belief that Western and Eastern medicine work best together to treat the mind, body, and spirit. All, he says, keys to complete healing.